I'm Jerry.
I'm Allan.
We are
Bourbon Buds. Before the FDA, before food safety laws, bourbon had a problem, and bottle and bond was the solution.
Yeah, in the late 1800s, whiskey could literally kill you. So the government stepped in, and this is the story of bottled and bond. All right, welcome back to another episode of Terminology Tuesday. Today we're going over bottled and bond and exactly what bottled and bond means. Bottled and bond comes from the Bottled and Bond Act of 1897. It's actually one of the first consumer protections in United States history.
Yeah, in order to be called a bottle and bond, it has to be made by one distiller at one distillery in one distillation season, which I did not know until we researched this. The distillation seasons are right now that we have is January through June and July through December. So I thought that was a really cool fact about that. Also has to be aged at least a minimum of 4 years and stored in a federally bonded warehouse and bottled at exactly 100 proof.
Yeah, and even if one of those conditions isn't met, there's no bond label on it. So here's where things get spicy. Back in the late 1800s, whiskey was basically the Wild West. I mean, distillers were putting things like tobacco juice, iodine, toxic additives, industrial chemicals. I mean, zero regulations. Like labels meant nothing. I mean, somebody could put a label on it and say whatever they wanted to, and people would take it for what it was. There were just no regulations until our buddy Colonel E.H. Taylor stepped in and advocated for the people with the American government and pushed for reform.
This is where the government stepped in. They guaranteed authenticity to ensure quality for us bourbon drinkers and protect us consumers from drinking something that could double as a paint thinner.
Yeah, bottled and bond is basically built-in quality assurance. It's at least 4 years old. You know it hasn't been tampered with. You know it's 100 proof. It's not watered down, and you know exactly where it was produced. It's one of the strictest labels in whiskey, even today.
You can think of it as a government legit certified bourbon.
Yeah, and it also standardizes aging expectations, created early traceability in spirits, helped define what eventually lead to modern bourbon regulations. Laid the groundwork really for what would later be reinforced by agencies like the U.S. FDA, Food and Drug Administration. So yeah, bottled and bond isn't just a label. It's one of the first quality control systems in American alcohol history.
So next time you see the bottle and bond label, you're not just looking at whiskey. You're not looking at just a label. You're looking at over 125 years of trust.
Thank you, E.H. Taylor, for advocating for us. We certainly appreciate that. Wish I could have met the man and shook his hand myself, but it is what it is. Don't forget to check out our Discord. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. For now, I'm Jerry.
I'm Allan.
Keep on sipping.
Please drink responsibly.